Rob Liefeld quits Marvel entirely after finishing this Deadpool comic. Rob Liefeld declares that his current Deadpool team-up comic book, coming to an end in December, will be his final Marvel work. Now, Rob has sort of argued this with the word quit, and we're going to get into that. Here's an article summary. Rob Liefeld announces the end of his Marvel work with Deadpool, coming up in December 2024. Rob's run in Marvel Comics Deadpool Team-Up #1 hits the shelves on August 28th, 2024, marking a historic run. The Deadpool creator reflects on 35 years of shaping iconic characters like Cable, Domino, and Deadpool Corpse. Liefeld plans to explore his retirement in greater detail on his Robservations podcast. Tune in for more insights. You know, here's the thing that we might have to start doing on the show is start listening. Not all the way through, but, you know, key parts out of Rob's podcast to see what's going on. Now, here's 2 updates. Update 1. Regarding this article, Rob Liefeld has taken issue with the use of the word quit in the Bleeding Cool headline above. That implies, in that it applies drama that Liefeld, which is spelt wrong there, Leafy Kid, says is not there. He says there is no quit. I have completed the mission. I'm needed elsewhere. It implies drama where there is none. I'm not a young man and my time here has been productive, but it is complete after DTU. I disagree that the inference, but I'm happy to make issue clear. The original article continues unedited below. There's also been a second update. Rob Liefeld also added, I have completed 180 pages or more in 2024. Really? Of what? I don't anticipate I have any more than 5 years writing, penciling, inking at that rate. Simply put, it's getting harder. My extreme catalog beckons. It's a priority. I bet it is. Look, Evangeline movie is a priority, right? Maybe some bucket list stuff in between. High thunder, but doing Marvel work for hire is not an option. The stuff I've been doing, stuff with my creations involve equity. An FF run, a Wolverine story, not wise use of whatever time I have left over the next 5 years. Look, he's right. You can work for the man, or you can work for yourself. What's it going to be, right? If you're Rob Liefeld, yeah, if you do a Fantastic Four run, Deadpool run, whatever the case may be, Marvel's very demanding, right? So you have to keep up. There's deadlines. A lot of these cats, especially in their older age, kind of want to take their time with their stuff, you know? They don't want to feel like they're 20 again and put under the wire, and I get that. On top of that, he stands to make more money for himself by doing his own shit. He's Rob Liefeld. His name is going to sell. Whether you like his artwork or not, it's going to sell. Previously, Rob Liefeld declared that the current issue of Deadpool Team-Up, comic he's writing and drawing for Marvel, and with its first issue published next week, would mark his final work on the character he created 35 years ago in New Mutant series with Fabian, which spawned a number of solo and team-up comics over the decades, before getting action figures, clothing, a game, and now 3 movies. But yesterday, Rob went further, stating that he would mark his final work for Marvel Comics forever. Forever's a long time. Previously, he said, I'm retiring from Deadpool. It's official. Yep, after 33 years of not only introducing Deadpool, but chronicling many of his most popular adventures, it's time for the Deadpool Daddy. The Deadpool Daddy. Wow. For Deadpool Daddy to say farewell. One of the fun parts about getting older is that you can retire from things. So here I am. So I worked up one last crazy Deadpool yarn for the fine folks at Marvel, and they responded with electric glee as I started producing it last month for summer release of 2024. I often wonder what my life would be like if I had not created and just sold not just Deadpool, but Cable and Domino and Strife and many others to Marvel. Well, before we go any further with that, we'll stop it right there. Marvel is already established, right? So any character that they were putting out, especially during that timeline, with maybe the exception of Bird Brain, was going to be somewhat of a success. There are some duds, but there were a lot of hits during that late period of the 80s and 90s. So Deadpool on his own, way back then, wasn't even all that popular, right? He only got popular after Rob's hands were sort of out of it, and they had Deadpool become more comedic, and they had Deadpool breaking that fourth wall. Did Deadpool start to catch on with certain fans? He goes on to say, what if a young Rob, having taken up the challenge of transferring a title that was heading towards cancellation, is one of the better alternate universe tales? It certainly transformed my young career, creating opportunities and record-breaking sales for New Mutants and X-Force. Creating and introducing the Deadpool Corps featuring Lady Deadpool and Dogpool was a great function of my midlife crisis during 2009. In 2015, I started Deadpool Bad Blood, getting Deadpool his first original graphic novel, and his only chart-topping #1 ranking to date, an achievement that got me a round of congratulations from Marvel Brass that pumped my chest out further than Captain America's. At least he can laugh at it. No other auteur has combined to write and illustrate more Deadpool work. I'll complete this journey with over 1,000 pages alongside my mercenary misfit. So I'll finish one last Deadpool story, and trust me, it's a wild one. And call it a collaboration for the ages. It'll be fun. In case you are wondering why now, that's easy. I'll be 57 at the end, and at the end of this, and my eyes are still functioning. The work continues to be strong, and I want to go out with the best effort I can muster. The hand-eye coordination won't be there forever. I'll elaborate more on this on my next Raw Observations podcast. And I look forward to taking this journey with you. The world's greatest fans who have always provided the best support a cartoonist could ever imagine. And that's saying something. At some point, right, you have to retire. I mean, no, he's not going to be out there cranking out monthly books. And he's probably not going to be cranking out a shit ton of covers either. I'm sure he's going to draw. And he's right. The body will start to fail us all, right? But while he's still able to draw for the next 5 years or so, he's going to draw for himself. He's going to draw for Evangeline. He's going to draw for Glory, okay? He's going to draw for whatever other characters that he might want to bring back to the surface, because the time is right for it. Evangeline's coming back with a movie starring Margot Robbie. That's going to be a massive hit when it comes around. No one, that's a sleeper hit. I mean, you just attach her name to anything in the lead role, it's going to be a smash success. And especially if they do it right, people are going to love Evangeline. People that have no idea that it even existed, even people that collected comics. There's some that have no idea that that book even existed. And I get to work with its primary lead artist at that time, John Stinsman. Bucket list. This journey's been amazing. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole Rob thing. Good luck to you, Rob. I can't wait to see what you pump out. And maybe we'll start covering the Rob Observations podcast here and there on this channel. Let me know what you think. Peace.